so the first leg of this journey is around 30 miles. We're heading to the Aloft Hotel in downtown Asheville, where we're going to charge on a DC quick charger and bring it up to 80% before we go to the actual first real destination of this voyage, and that is Mojo Kitchen. We're going to eat the Impossible Burger, our very first Impossible Burger of this Impossible EV adventure. That's right, this is the Impossible EV adventure. It is a bit of a wild and crazy idea that I had several months ago, and only now I'm finally being able to attempt it. The idea originally was to drive from my home near Brevard to Athens, Georgia, where the Impossible Burger was being served at a restaurant. And at the time, it was the closest place that I could acquire an Impossible Burger. Well, due to weather and other events, I had to keep putting off this trip until today. It's late May, and finally I am on the way on the voyage. Well, let's get back to the story a little bit. So during that time frame between when I originally planned this trip early in the year and now, the Impossible Burger has appeared at different restaurants and much closer to home. And in fact, I have already been able to eat my first Impossible Burger. Take a look at this picture. This is from the very first time I sampled the burger. Yeah, at Mojo Kitchen, where we're going now. And I have to say, it was an incredible experience. But we're going to see if I can duplicate that experience today with even more detail. So follow me along as we go to 3 different locations in 2 days, eating 3 different Impossible Burgers, and traveling the entire distance, which is actually close to 500 miles, in my fully electric Nissan Leaf 2012 model, Generation 1, which has a very limited driving range. Now, originally this car would go around 80 miles on a charge. Now it goes about 50 to 55, depending on terrain. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to charge a lot. I've plotted my route out, and we're going to be stopping at several DC quick chargers and a few level 2 electric vehicle supply equipment, EVSEs, also called chargers. And hopefully we will be able to make all of our destinations in a timely manner, and there will not be very many holdups. But you know, the weather has been pretty messy the last couple of days. We've had a lot of rain. There's a lot of flooding. I don't know how many of the roads I have chosen for this route will be passable. I just passed a small creek back there that is 5 times its normal size out of its banks. There's more rain predicted for the next couple of days, so I really don't know what to expect on this Impossible EV adventure. It may actually, in fact, turn out to be impossible, but let's hope not. So let's go. Interstate leg of the voyage. It's a really short little jaunt, about 8 miles on I-26 to get to Asheville. I started this journey with around, let's see, what did I write down? I had 92.2% state of charge on my battery, 14.6 kilowatt hours remaining in the battery. And it's only charged up to 67.3%. So, you know, it's not holding as much of a charge as it did a couple of months ago when I first planned this trip. So, you know, I don't know what to expect. It might be a really impossible adventure. So we'll see what happens. So here we go. Alright, well, I don't know if you'll be able to see it over there on the other side of the interstate, but there's a vehicle that is crashed into the concrete barrier wall. Not quite sure how that happened. Yeah, right over there. Very bizarre. And then up here on the left, we have a truck that appears to have either engine trouble, or maybe it crashed into that other vehicle and has something to do with that. I don't really know, but really strange things have happened here. But hey, and the funny thing is that there's nothing wrong on this side of the road. It was just people gawking, people staring at the accident. And of course, that happens all the time. And it's ridiculous. You know, maybe they should build a big wall between both sides of the road so people on this side won't gawk at what's going on over there. I don't know, just a suggestion. Well, whatever it was, look at the backed up traffic on the other side. I'm glad I'm not going south. It's a real mess. I would be in that for a long time, I believe. But hey, now we have smooth sailing. We're out the other side and we're headed to our first charging station destination. So far, we're averaging 4.2 miles per kilowatt hour. That's really good. Part of it has to do with the fact that I haven't been going up very many hills, and it's a relatively cool morning. It's 70 degrees right now, so I'm going to get a lot more out of my battery than I would if it was, say, 85 or 90. You know, because this Nissan Leaf is a 2012, so it has the Generation 1 battery chemistry, which is not as tolerant of heat as the Generation 2 chemistry, which many people refer to as the lizard battery chemistry. So again, the reason my vehicle is suffering range issues is because it has the Generation 1 original battery. But hey, it still drives just fine. It gets me from point A to point B. It's a great car. It just has limited range. So my recommendation to you is, if you would like to get into a fully electric vehicle and you would like to start with a Nissan Leaf, look for one newer than 2013. That doesn't, you know, make sure it doesn't have the Generation 1 battery pack, and you should be good to go. So we're here, but somebody's using the charger, and take a look at what kind of vehicle it is. It's pretty cool. So it's a Nissan Leaf. It looks like it might be a 13 maybe. It's pretty cool that it's from a brew pub or something. Brew pond? Not quite sure what that is. Gonna have to look it up. But yeah, so we have a Nissan Leaf charging at the charger that I need to use. This is a common thing nowadays because there are a lot more electric vehicles on the road. But it looks like they're almost complete with their charge. You see the third light blinking? That means anytime now they should be full, and I can then plug in my car. Let's take a look and see. They're at 80% and 81%, and fast chargers, CHAdeMO units, typically charge to around 80% and then shut down to keep the battery from overheating. So it shouldn't be long. And then I can plug in my little Leaf. Might as well get it ready. All right, now we wait. All right, we're charging, and we'll come back in 30 minutes and be ready to go. I'm almost to Mojo Kitchen. It's right across the street, right up here. And there it is. Time for Impossible Burger number 1. All right, here we go. Mojo. All right, so I'm here at Mojo Kitchen and Lounge and about to eat the Impossible Burger, but I need to introduce you to the owner and head chef first, who will be cooking the burger for me.
Hey, how you doing today?
Hey, Steve O'Neill.
Steve, nice to see you today.
Yeah, this is AJ Gregson.
Hey, yeah, I'm the chef and owner of Mojo Kitchen, located at 55 College Street, right in the middle of downtown Asheville.
And so let's go have an Impossible Burger.
Yay!
Awesome, I'll follow you in. Thank you. All right, here we are. So we're going back in the kitchen and we are going to cook up an Impossible Burger.
We'll whip up that burger for you.
Exactly.
This is where the magic happens.
So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the box, I believe?
Yeah,
Yep.
there's the stacks of them.
Oh, look at that.
Here's a couple stacks of them when they come in. The Impossible.
Oh, excellent.
And then when they come in stacks already pre-pattied.
Mm-hmm.
And then we remove them from the packaging and allow them to defrost. We hold them in our walk-in. They hold at about 37 degrees.
Oh, okay.
The colder the better for you to get a sear on them before they overcook on the inside.
Exactly.
So we're going to take our patty we have here, place just a little bit of oil on one side. We're going to flip that over. Make sure we got a nice little lubrication on our patty. And then we're going to go ahead and season this patty pretty generously, the same way you would season any sort of beef burger. Mm-hmm. Then we have a cast iron skillet here that's on about medium heat. And so we'll just place our patty on there. The object is here to kind of cook it, not low and slow, but at a nice medium heat. They suggest that you cook it at about 375 degrees for about 4 to 6 minutes on each side, depending on the doneness you like it at.
Okay. And I like them well done myself. So, and
you do?
Yeah.
I enjoy them more well done than medium rare myself as well. It's just a textural thing.
Right.
I feel like it kind of gets lost in toppings in the bread if you're not eating it well done.
Yeah, definitely.
So here we have a local made bun from Geraldine's Bakery up in North Asheville. This is a Kemmelwick style Kaiser roll. It has poppy seed, sesame seed, kosher salt, and a little bit of caraway seed on there.
Nice.
So we just use a little olive oil blend as well on the other side of our cast iron. And we're just going to toast up our bread a little bit while the burger's cooking. Sometimes it is okay to add a little bit more oil. One thing that Mojo does, I think, that some other restaurants don't do, is we have our meat juice. We use this on our burgers, on our Philly cheesesteaks, and we're now using on the Impossible Burger.
Okay.
It's a base of porter beer with Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, some herbs, and a little bit of meat for sweetness.
Oh, nice. Sounds great. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to zoom in on there. Nice sizzle like a real beef burger would do. And I would assume that's the heme, making it sizzle along with the water from being thawed a little bit here on the heat.
And there's a few trays to speed this along. Once we do it a little higher heat, see, it's giving us this like mallard reduction, the same thing that you would get on beef, as you get the sear, your little caramelization on the outside. This is what's going to really help give this burger the texture that you're looking for. You're going to want it to have a little bit of a bite and a little bit of a crisp to it. Maybe a flat top burger wouldn't be as crispy as, a vegetarian burger, but I really feel like that if you don't get this sear on here, you're going to miss out on a lot of what the Impossible Burger has to offer.
Exactly.
So typically in a higher output, we'll do this at a little bit faster setting. We'll get the sear down on both sides, and then we'll use a small bowl. And then we'll add a little bit of our meat juice, and we'll dome it. And that's going to help steam it. So we're going to introduce a little bit more moisture. We're going to introduce some new flavors in there, and then we're going to allow it to cook a little bit quicker as well.
Right.
So at this point, we would add cheese if the customer was interested in having cheese on there, or one of our dairy-based sauces if they were still trying to go vegan.
Right.
We're working right now with our baker. Right now, the buns just have egg wash on them, essentially keeping them from being vegan.
Right. It's exciting. Impossible Burger is cooking.
At this point, we should have some nice color on the other side from the reduction of that sauce right here. We'll give you a little black of this goat cheese. Check our doneness. It's still feeling a little medium, about medium in the middle here. You can still feel the same doneness as you would if you were cooking a beef burger.
Right.
And then we can go ahead and add just a little bit more steam. Great. I'm going to just go ahead and kill the heat so we're not overcooking it, letting it finish the steam a little bit, and then we can pull our buns. Buns are looking nice and lightly toasted. We can assemble our toppings. A little red onion, some pickle chips, a little fresh tomato, and some romaine lettuce. Then we'll come back over to the burger. Our goat cheese should be nice and soft, so when we close it, it's going to spread out everywhere for us. This is going to go like this. You always need a nice sturdy pick for a nice sturdy burger.
That's right.
So we're going to pick it in there, bring it up, and hopefully you can see all the components in there.
Absolutely beautiful. And I'm very excited to eat the Impossible Burger. All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Did somebody order an Impossible Burger?
That would be me. Thanks, AJ.
No problem. I hope you enjoy that.
Oh, I will. I appreciate it. All right. Look at that. That's beautiful. So here we go. Let's eat this thing. All right, here we go. That is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Look at this. Looks just like beef.
I know, it was here last night.
Tastes just like beef. That is impossible. That is so good.
Awesome. It's kind of like an acquired taste a little bit, you know? It doesn't taste extremely like beef, but for me personally, after I've eaten a few of them, I feel like I'm missing out if my burger doesn't taste that way.
Right.
And now if I eat a beef burger, I really notice the lag that my body takes to catch up that's processing all that red meat. And now when I eat one of those burgers, I'm finding it's like a energy drink that doesn't taste like Red Bull. You might feel like you're not getting the oomph. You know, I feel it's similar to that. So I'm really starting to enjoy them a little bit more. They're definitely growing on me over the last couple of weeks since we've been running them.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, when I ate my first Impossible Burger here about 2 weeks ago, it was I've not had a beef burger in years. And I thought I was eating a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
It's just that close. There is a little bit of a different consistency, I think. And a tiny bit of difference in flavor, but with all the other condiments on there and all the
bun and the toppings, it melds. It really works.
Yeah, and it's so good.
And you've had the Beyond Burger?
Yes.
And
I
you
like it.
This one better? Or?
I like this better than the Beyond Burger.
Cool.
Yes, definitely. I mean, they're both good, but this one's better.
Yeah, that's it right there. I got more of it.
Could I get some plantains?
What's that, plantain?
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
Be careful with it.
Your plantains are amazing. They really are. That burger really hits the spot. It is excellent. Oh, it's excellent. Well, that hit the spot. That was a wonderful Impossible Burger cooked here at Mojo by AJ, the owner. All right, so that was the first stop on our Impossible EV adventure, and we are now heading to Lake Lure. We're going to grab a charge and then head on down to Charlotte for our next stop in the Impossible EV adventure. So next time you're in Asheville, stop at Mojo Kitchen and have an Impossible Burger. You'll be glad you did.